bays with fire hoses, wands, and disinfectant. Designed by a trucking company, wash the big stuff 24/7 at T&J Truck Wash, 4 miles west of Highway 59 at Valhalla Corner and a half a mile north.
The Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company in Pipestone is a tradition. For over 70 years, that tradition hasn't changed. They pride themselves in delivering refreshing, great-tasting beverages. However, some products have. We all know the great-tasting dependability of Pepsi and Mountain Dew. Other products like Propel and Bubbly Sparkling Water, Gatorade and other sports drinks, as well as Kickstart energy drinks, and many more. No matter what you're up to or where you're going, these Pepsi products from the Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company in Pipestone have been there with you, a part of you, and your traditions for over 70 years.
Welcome back to the pregame show brought to you by Nobles Cooperative Electric. Let's take a look at our starting lineup for tonight's game for the RTR Knights. In the leadoff spot, it's pitcher number 10, Aiden Wickman, batting .406 on the season. He'll be followed by first baseman Chase Christensen. In the 3 spot, shortstop Cody Wickman, batting .419 on the season. Batting cleanup for the Knights, the catcher, Blake Christensen. In the 5-hole, center fielder Hayden Gravely, batting .333 on the season. In the 6th spot, the third baseman, Tyler Wickman. At second base, batting 7th, Isaac Daigle. In the 8th spot, left fielder Eli Detterman. And batting number 9, in right field, Braden Apple, batting .235 on the season. It's Wickman, Christensen, Wickman. Christensen, Gravely, Wickman, Daigle, Detterman, and Apple. They'll face this Murray County Central starting lineup, leading off at catcher, number 12, Carter Benda, batting .327 on the year. Batting second at shortstop, number 10, Derek Kleiss. In the 3 spot for the Rebels, it's first baseman Christian Tenniger, batting .567 on the year. Batting in the 4th spot, today's pitcher for Murray County Central, Abe Paulzine. In center field, batting 5th, Jaden Deacon. Batting 6th at second base, Connor DeGrief. He's batting .404 on the season. In right field for the Rebels, batting 7th, Dylan Kleiss. At third base, number 14, the 8th grader, Crew Schneider, batting .459 on the season. Batting 9th for the Murray County Central Rebels in left field, Tanner Graffentine. It's Benda, Kleiss, and Tenniger. Paulzine, Deacon, and DeGrief. Kleiss, Schneider, and Graffentine. Your first pitch coming up at ChristiansenBroadcasting.com. Stepping into the batter's box for the Murray County Central Rebels will be Carter Benda to get things started. Benda, .327 on the season, 3 triples, 4 doubles. Stolen 22 bases on the year. He'll swing through the first pitch of the contest and falls behind 0-1. Aiden Wickman gets the start for the RTR Knights. The senior right-hander will throw outside for ball 2, and it's quickly 1-1. Just underway here in the top half of the first inning from Irish Yard. Here's Wickman up high, and it's 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Wickman working very quickly. This one in the dirt, taken for ball 3. Wickman into the wind. Benda will look in. He will take it for a strike, and it's a full count. So 3-2, full count on the opening batter of the game. Aiden Wickman will pitch. It's chopped out towards short. Picked up by Cody Wickman. He'll fire across the diamond for the out. And the Murray County Central Rebels are retired on the 6-3 scoring play. Benda got down the line quickly, but a nice play by Wickman. Across to Christensen for the out. Aiden Wickman on the season. 5 wins, no losses. Giving up 26 hits, has an ERA of 2.08. Walked 19, struck out 50. First pitch is a ball, as is pitch number 2. Derek Kleiss for Murray County Central, batting .531. Hit his first home run in the 8th inning on Saturday. Taking all the way, he'll take a strike on the outside corner to make the count 2-1. Good crowd on hand here today. Here's a pitch ripped into right field by Kleiss. This is going to be past the outfield all the way to the fence. How far can Kleiss go? He's going to make the turn at second. He'll head for 3 with a lead on, or a 1-out triple. Wickman falling behind early. Kleiss takes that pitch on the outside half and drills a triple to right center field. That's going to bring Christian Tenniger to the plate for Kleiss. His 5th triple of the season. Tenniger, 3 triples as well, a couple of home runs. Batting .567 on the year. Here's the pitch by Wickman. On the outside corner for a strike as the Rebels look to take an early lead here at Irish Yard. Here's a line drive up the middle, a high hop. Throw across the diamond by Daigle will retire Tenniger, but he's going to drive in the first run of the game, and Murray County Central goes up 1-0 with 2 outs here in the first. So the 4-3 scoring play, the RBI by Tenniger. As Kleiss comes in to score, that was rocketed up the middle. And Abe Paulzine will step to the plate. Paulzine, .388 on the season. He'll take it up high. For a ball, and it's 1-0. Pitch number 2, taken for a ball. So we've seen in the playoffs so far, pitchers have had a lot of success on the outside of the plate. Here's a swing and a miss by Paulzine, and the count goes to 2-1. Abe Paulzine tripled in that 9-run 8th inning off the wall. He takes the ball in the dirt, so it's 3-1. Three and one, nobody on with 2 outs. Here in the top half of the first, Rebels leading 1-0, and Paulzine will take ball 4. He'll hustle down to first base, and we'll see a courtesy runner for MCC. Teague Meyer will do the running duties. Coming to the plate for the Murray County Central Rebels, Jaden Deacon. Jaden batting .333 on the season, has a home run, a triple, 3 doubles. Driven in 17 runs on the year. Meyer with a decent-sized lead. The pitch on the outside corner for a strike. See with 2 outs if Coach Counter gives Meyer the green light. Here's the pickoff move. Back. Meyer will dive in. He's safe. Coach Belter down the first base coaching box says, give another step. Teague says, are you sure? Here's Meyer. He's off with the pitch. Deacon swings and fouls it out of play to the right. 0-2 the count. Looked like Meyer had a nice jump on the pitch, but Deacon up there hacking away with 2 outs. So 0-2 runner at first for the Rebels, up 1-0. A triple for Derek Kleiss, ground out by Christian Tenniger. Pitch in the dirt and outside. Nice pick by Blake Christensen behind the plate for the Knights. And it's 1-2. Again, 2 teams looking to advance to a section final where they have to win 2. Meyer off with the pitch. Deacon will check the swing. And the officials will say no swing. And really, our umpire out at second base is not going to have a good angle for that call. Meyer does steal second. And the count goes to 2-2. It's now a base hit by Jaden Deacon. Should give the Rebels a 2-0 lead. Here's a pickoff throw back. Meyer gets a hand in. Daigle sneaking in. Daigle had a nice play on the chopper up the middle by Tenniger to get it out. Here's Jaden Deacon taking on the inside corner, and it's a full count. I think Jaden Deacon just thought he struck out. He headed back to the bench like, I can't believe I did that, but the call never came. So it's a full count, 3-2. 2 outs here in the first. Big hole on the right side is Daigle holding on. Deacon, ground ball, and it's kicked by Aiden Wickman over towards first. He'll pick it up and flip it over. And hey, some nice footwork by Aiden Wickman on the mound. Retires the Murray County Central Rebels. And we head to the bottom half of the first inning with Murray County Central on top by 1. Slayton Pizza Ranch is never too far away. If you're on the road, feed your road warriors great Pizza Ranch pizza on the way. Give a call ahead at 836-8856 and pick it up on your way out of town. If it's a home game, you can get great Pizza Ranch pizza right at the game or come early for the buffet. When it's game time, you should be thinking Pizza Ranch pizza in Slayton. Home or away, call 836-8856 or pick it up at your Murray County Central concession stands. Ben, Dora, Jason, and Laura. Get to know their names at the State Bank of Chandler.
Do you feel like you're not given the service you deserve in your banking relationship? At the State Bank of Chandler, everybody knows your name. Stop by and give the State Bank of Chandler the opportunity to show you how we believe banking should be. With exceptional customer service, updated banking software, and an array of deposit and loan products to fit your needs, we here at the State Bank of Chandler are certain you will not be disappointed in your banking experience with us. The place everybody knows your name, State Bank of Chandler, Equal Credit Opportunity Lender, member FDIC.
Back at Irish Yard, 1-0, the Murray County Central on top. Derek Kleiss with the triple to right center. Christian Denninger drove him in with the ground ball up the middle. Now we get a chance to see the RTR Knights. They were the number 1 seed in subsection 3A South. They get to this game. A 2-0 loss to YME on Saturday. Good offensive club. Aiden Wickman leading off, batting .406. Chase Christensen batting .382. And Cody Wickman batting .419. And Blake Christensen at .413 in the 4 spot. Wickman, 1 home run, 2 triples, 7 doubles on the season, 16 singles, 12 RBIs. Stolen 15 bases on the year. And one of those seniors, and that's one thing about tonight's contest, a lot of seniors on the field in key positions. Abe Paulzine on the mound for the Rebels, and he'll deliver a first pitch strike. One thing with Aiden Wickman against Abe Paulzine, we're going to see a lot of off speed. Paulzine. There'll be a flare out into center field, and it's not going to be caught. It'll get by Jaden Deacon. It's going to be extra bases. Aiden Wickman is going to take the turn, and now he'll slam on the brakes as he goes around second. It's going to be a leadoff double for Aiden Wickman. Jaden Deacon gave it a dive on the short fly ball to center. He came up just short. And the RTR Knights with a runner at second base here in the first, looking to tie things up. That brings Chase Christensen to the plate. 4 doubles and a triple this season, 12 RBIs. Batting .382. Here's a pitch to the inside corner for his strike. As the count goes to 0-1 again, Paulzine getting ahead of the count. Rebels looking for a bunt. Tenniger playing in on the grass, pitch outside corner, and it's taken for a ball, 1-1. So Wickman gets the double, a lot of speed. Paulzine will check him back. Now deliver outside, and he goes past Benda to the backstop. That'll move the runner. Oh, check that foul ball. So bring him back. Christensen checked the swing. Glanced off the bat. 1-2 the count. Big spot here for Paulzine if he can get out on the infield, and well, he won't do that. He'll get the strikeout instead. As Christensen swings through the curveball, and Murray County Central gets their first out. That'll bring Cody Wickman to the plate, the shortstop today. Wickman batting .419. 9 doubles, 7 RBIs on the season. Deep in that left-handed batter's box as the pitch is outside, and ball 1. Derek Kleiss calls Carter Benda out. to the mound. A little conversation with Paul Zine. Sure, they're going to discuss what they want to do with Aiden Wickman. He's getting a really big lead, especially a secondary lead. At second base, as Cody Wickman digs back in. Wickman threw well on Saturday. Held Wyoming to just 2 runs. Here's a line drive out into center field. That's going to be a base hit. Deacon picks it up. He's going to come fire into the plate. The long throw is going to be offline, and there's a collision at the plate. They're going to allow Wickman to score. So the ball goes back to the backstop. So 2 hits for the Knights. Coach Counter's going to come out for a conversation as there was a collision between Benda and Aiden Wickman as it was down the line. Benda was coming out to make the play on the ball. For Cody Wickman, he'll get a single and an RBI. Advances on the throw to the plate. As Aiden Wickman scores to tie the game at 1 apiece. We got 1 down. Blake Christensen, the RTR catcher, would come to the plate, batting .413 on the season. 20 singles, 40 doubles, couple home runs. Has 29 ribbies on the season. Been able to drive the runs in. Well, he's had base runners in front of him to drive in. Here's Paul Zine. Pitch fouled back to the screen. It's 0-1. So Wickman, the single and the RBI to tie the game, but now standing at second base with 1 down. For Paul Zine, the 2 hits given up, not hard, just well placed to dead center. Here's the delivery by Paul Zine, fouled back into the right. And it's 0-2. For the Knights, Christensen falling behind on the count. But Paul Zine, here in this first inning, he's throwing strikes. He's been ahead in the count. But the Wickmans have put the ball in play. Paul Zine will deliver. Curveball flared out into right field. A long run by Jaden Deacon. He's not going to get there. It'll be extra bases. This will give the Knights the lead. Christensen's not going to stop at third. Rebels miss the cut. It'll come into Kleiss at short, and it's going to be a triple for the Knights. And another base hit, their third, as the Rebels fall behind 2-1 and still runners in scoring position. Christensen with the triple to right center. That brings Hayden Gravely to the plate. .333 on the season. Gravely does have a triple and a double. 15 RBIs, counter out early to talk to Paul Zine. And I think on that pitch there, it's 0-2, and it was way too good. Got way too much of the plate. Of course, if you got a batter who's down 0-2, he's more apt to swing because he's got to protect the plate, and you throw one down the middle or anywhere close, they're going to be swinging away. Christensen gets the triple to right center to drive in the second run of the inning. Gravely will step in. Runner at third, 1 out. Paul Zine on the outside corner for strike 1. Most of that runner on third base for MCC. Everything's got to be knocked down in front of Carter Benda. Paul Zine ahead 0-1. This one a little high, goes 1-1. Though we've actually, I think, seen more outs at home plate on a pass ball in the 4 or 5 games we've been here in the last week or so than we've seen score. Here's Paul Zine outside to swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. So Wade Paul Zine up on Hayden Gravely, 1 ball and 2 strikes, 1 out in the inning. Runner at third base, 2-1 RTR. Knights with 3 hits. A double, a triple, a single. Here's a pitch. Oh, they're going to ring him up on the outside fastball. I was about to say, that's the pitch Paul Zine needs to get right there. Not for a called strike, but you're ahead 0-2. Throw it well outside. He did, but he got the call, and it's quickly 2 outs. I shouldn't say quickly. Tyler Wickman steps in. Wickman playing third base today. 9 singles. Ball fouled off. 0-1 the count. For Wickman, batting .289. 11 hits. 9 singles, 1 double. Also has a home run. Runner at 3, 2 outs. Paul Zine into the wind. He'll throw on the outside corner, called a ball. And it's 1-1. Not a bad pitch there by Paul Zine, just a hair off the plate. Wickman will hit a little bloop out into center field. There's going to be another base hit for the Knights, and they go up 3-0. Wasn't a hard-driven line drive by any stretch, but again, right up the middle. And a single and an RBI, and the Knights go ahead 3-1. Fourth hit of the inning for RTR. Pitch outside, a swing and a miss. As Isaac Daigle comes to the plate. Daigle .373 on the season. 16 singles, 6 doubles. Pickoff throw over to first, back in plenty of time. On the count with 2 down. Rebels looking to get onto this inning. Trailing by 2. This pitch up. And it's 1-1. Here in this first inning, the deep triple by Christensen. 3 short fly balls. Here's a foul ball back to the screen. It's 1-2. Aiden Wickman ended up with the double to center field to lead off the game, but it was a short pop fly. Jaden Deacon gave it a dive. He did not make the catch, and the ball was by him. Here's a curveball on the outside corner, and there's strike 3. And the Rebels only give up 4 hits. They give up 3 runs, and they go to the second, trailing 3-1 from here at Irish Yard.
Diesel Repair, along with Napa Auto Parts, is your one-stop shop to get your equipment running at peak performance. With a full lineup of inventory on hand, Napa Auto Parts is everything you need to fix it yourself. And for the bigger equipment that you can't work on yourself, put your trust in Rowdy's Radiator and Diesel Repair to get your equipment running like new. With the ability to make hydraulic hoses up to 2 inches in diameter and bulk def on hand, Rowdy's Radiator and Diesel Repair is truly your one-stop shop for all your mechanic needs. And remember, Rowdy's Radiator is still the best place in town to take a leak for radiators.
Have you suffered from debilitating headaches and migraines that have affected your quality of life? Many patients have benefited from Dr. Plotz at Shatek Dental Care doing an assessment of their functional bite. Dr. Plotz has specialized training in this area and has helped reduce and even eliminate headaches for some people. It's worth having an exam with Dr. Plotz at Shatek Dental Care to have your functional bite assessment today. Call Shatek Dental Care in downtown Slayton at 507-836-1000. That's Shatek Dental Care, 507-836-1000.
Welcome back to Irish Yard. We go to the top half of the second inning. Murray County Central down 3-1. Deep, a triple to right center for both teams. The difference is RTR circled their triple with 3 singles up the middle. Murray County Central got an effective ground ball to get a run in. As Connor DeGrief will step to the plate for MCC to face Aiden Wickman, and he's going to take one up high as he gets hit by the pitch. That'll put DeGrief on first base. up in the shoulder. He says, I'm okay. Dylan Kleiss will step in. Kleiss batting .291. 16 hits, 13 are singles. A double. Couple of home runs. Here's the pitch inside. Nice stop by Christensen. It's a ball, but that curveball in the dirt oftentimes finds its way to the backstop. Here's a pitch outside, and it's 2-0. So very interesting here through an inning and a half. We've seen Wickman give up the 1 run as Kleiss fouls 1 back, but he's been behind most of the hitters. Abe Paulzine gave up 3 runs on 4 hits, but he was ahead of almost every hitter. DeGrief getting the lead down at first base. Just a couple of steps. 2-1 delivery. Kleiss will foul this one down the third baseline. Ranging over is Wickman, and it's Cody Wickman making the catch, the shortstop. As Kleiss pops out to short. That was a great play by Cody Wickman. He was the second man, and he had to go a long way for that one. But hung with the play, and then called off the younger Wickman to make the catch. So it's 1 down. Pickoff throw over towards DeGrief. He's back without a problem. Cruz Schneider, Maury County Central 8th grader, batting .459, 7 doubles, 10 singles, 12 RBIs on the year. He'll take a ball. 1-0 the count. We're in the top half of the second. Rebels down 3-1. Aiden Wickman, the senior, will deliver. And this one's going to be a strike on the outside corner. 1-1. Nice pitch by Wickman. Evening the count. This one further outside, this time a ball. So it's 2-1. Got to salute the grounds crew. And the quickness ability up in the box. Here's a third. It's caught. As Schneider's going to fly out. Drive. Just a floater over to third base. Wickman picks it up with the catch. Tries to throw DeGrief out for the double play, but is late. So 2 outs. Number 9 hitter up for the Rebels, Tanner DeGrief. Or Tanner Graffentine. You misspell it once, and it comes back to get you, it seems like, every time. And Graffentine swings through the pitch. It's 0-1. Tanner batting .222 on the season. Here's Wickman outside off the plate, strike 2. That was well off the plate. Graffentine swings through it. Carter Benda on deck for the Rebels. There's a pitch well outside. Hey, if they're going to swing at one outside, you might as well throw it another foot and see if you can get another. Graffentine lays off. But behind in the count, 1-2. Aiden Wickman will come set. He'll look over towards first. Now delivers, and it's going to be called strike 3. You got to know it's coming. So the Rebels, they get one on, and they strand him there. We go to the bottom half of the second with MCC down 2.
Do you own a computer, laptop, smartphone, tablet, or a smart TV? Of course you do. We all do. With the world that we live in today, we rely on our devices. MVTV Wireless Internet understands what it means to you to have an honest and hardworking internet service provider. MVTV Wireless is an internet provider with your family in mind. Visit mvtvwireless.com.
From 30-gallon containers to 30-yard roll-offs, Scott Sanitation is keeping this area beautiful. Scott Sanitation serves city homeowners, rural customers, construction sites, and businesses too. Scott Sanitation drivers are as dependable as the sunrise and help keep Southwest Minnesota beautiful. For a professional and dependable residential, commercial, rural sanitation services, as well as recycling, depend on the people that live and work here every day. Scott Sanitation with offices in Sutton and Worthington. Call 836-6105 today. Welcome back to Irish Yard. We head to the bottom half of 2. Murray County Central down 3-1. The Rebels. It was a good first at bat for the RTR Knights. Triple, short double, and a couple of singles. Scored their 3 runs, left 1 batter on base. Leading off will be Braden Apple. Apple on the season batting .235, 9 singles, 3 doubles. And then the top of the order with Aiden Wickman and Chase Christensen. So 9-1-2. Getting ready to face Abe Paulzine. Paulzine. And that first inning was getting ahead of the batters. Here's a delivery, fly ball into short right field. DeGrief running out, Deacon coming in. He'll make the catch. Jaden Deacon. Excuse me, I said Braden Apple is Eli Detterman. Don't want to get that wrong. Eli's dad, Chris, a Murray County Central Rebel alum. So Detterman pops out to center for the first down of the inning. That'll bring Apple to the plate. He'll swing and miss on pitch number 1. 0-1 the count. Again, Paulzine ahead. Into the wind. Bendis setting him outside, and they hardly had to flinch that time as the ball hits him in the glove, and it's 0-2. As a catcher, you love those type of pitches. You got to do is squeeze. Now a curveball, swing and a miss, and quickly 2 outs for the RTR Knights as we go to the top of the order. It's going to be Aiden Wickman. He doubled the center on the short bloop. Jaden Deacon tried to make the diving catch. Came up just short. The ball bounced over his glove. Wickman motored around to second base. Paulzine will throw inside for a ball. Now ball ripped into left field. So the single for Aiden Wickman will be the 5th hit for the RTR Knights. With 2 down here in the second. Chase Christensen will come to the plate. He struck out in inning number 1. Frozon took a swing at that outside curveball. Here's the pickoff throw over. Back in time is Wickman. Wickman was about a step off when the throw came, but Abe Paulzine has had some good timing on his pickoff throws. Here's the delivery to Christensen, fouled off. And it's 0-1. As we saw on Saturday, you wonder if Coach Fredrickson looks over at Aiden Wickman and says, let's get the feet going. Though he's your starting pitcher, he's got speed. You try to move him over to second base with your number 2 hitter up. Here's the delivery and a foul ball. 0-2. So Paulzine done a nice job against Chase Christensen here in the first 2 innings. The problem is it's the number 2 hitter and it's the second at bat already. That means a crooked number, and that's what the RTR Knights threw up in the first. 0-2 count. Wickman starts early, pitch outside. Rebels don't even worry about Wickman as he hustles down to second, and it's 1-2, pitch outside. Now a big spot here for Christensen if he can come through with a base hit. Paulzine checks back to second, now delivers. Down low for a ball, and it's 2-2. So the 2-2 count with 2 outs. Runners at second. Aiden Wickman with a good lead. Olseen looking for the punch out to end the inning. And here's a fly ball out into right field. Dylan Kleiss will come in, and he'll make the grab. And that'll end the inning as the Murray County Central Rebels give up a hit. But they strand one as we go to the top of 3.
Crop, livestock, auto, health, life, or any other insurance that you may need, put your trust in the local, hardworking, and dedicated staff at KDL Insurance. At KDL, you're more than a name. You're family. When you walk through the doors at KDL Insurance, you're sure to be treated with top-notch customer service. Come see what KDL has to offer for you. Located on Broadway Avenue in Slayton.
Are you looking for a local newspaper? Well, for the written word, you can check out the Murray County News. The Murray County News is your source for local news, events, and future happenings in the area. For full and complete sports coverage, check out the Murray County News. With in-depth articles and great pictures, the Murray County News is the paper for you. The Murray County News is a proud KGO Radio sports booster.
3-1 our score in the top of the 3rd inning as the Murray County Central Rebels will come up for the 3rd time to face Aiden Wickman at the plate for the Rebels. It's going to be the top of the order. Carter Benda, Derek Kleiss, Christian Tenniger. Blake Christensen throws it down to second. Lights are on here at Irish Yard. Luckily tonight, with the way the clouds have come in, don't have to worry about any sunballs, at least right now. Carter Benda for the Rebels grounded out to shorten his first stab bat as Wickman goes into the wind, and here's going to be a line drive into left field. That'll be a base hit. This ball's quickly thrown in to second base as the Rebels get their 2nd hit of the contest. First pitch. Lined into left. Derek Kleiss tripled the right center and then scored on the ground out by Tenniger. Wickman will come set. Not a big lead by Benda. Wickman will take his time and throw inside. Ball 1. So 1-0 the count. 5 hits for the Knights, 2 for Murray County Central. Here's the pickoff throw towards Benda. He's back without a problem. Kleiss hit his first home run of the season Saturday, a 2-run shot. Here's a pitch well outside, and it's 2-0. It was one of those that as soon as he made contact, he knew it was gone. Pitch number 3 down in the dirt, and it's 3-0. So Aiden Wickman falling behind here after the leadoff single to Carter Benda. Now 3-0 to Derek Kleiss will get the hold. Benda 1 step off first, and here is a strike. 3-1 the count. Benda's off on the pitch, and Kleiss hits one out to left field. Little hesitation, and a great diving catch out in center field by Gravely. I am not sure. It's Benda scampers back to first. What an unbelievable grab by Gravely for the first out of the inning. I honestly don't think that Eli Detterman out in left field, I don't think he saw the ball because he was, well, he was way too short for that deep of a fly ball, but Gravely raced over behind him and made the great diving catch. 1 down with a runner at first. Here's Tenniger firing one down the right field side, but well, fouling out of play. And it's 0-1. Boy, Kleiss was ahead 3-0 in the count. He got a good pitch and he ripped it into left center, but a great play by Hayden Gravely. Aiden Wickman now looking in at Tenniger. Pitch inside for a ball. Didn't miss Christian Tenneger by much. Now Wickman did hit Connor DeGrief back in the second inning. Here's Wickman outside, high fly ball over towards first. Ranging back, and it's dropped. And it's going to be a fair ball, and they're going to say it's foul. So I'm not sure. I mean, it's clearly an out at second, but the thing is, on that play, if it's a foul ball and it's touched, it's a foul ball. It doesn't matter where the ball lands. It's where it was when it's contacted by a player. That's why I say on an infield ground ball, as an infielder at first and third, you're told to go up and make contact with it so the play's dead. So it's a 1-2 count. Runner at first is Carter Benda. Here's the pitch, ground ball towards short. Cody Wickman's going to pick it up. He'll throw it to second. It's dropped. Benda, for some reason, walks off second base. So the Rebels are going to get on. Their first error of the game will go on the RTR Knights. And that play in center field by Hayden Gravely on that diving catch is looking absolutely ginormous right now. The error will go on Daigle as he doesn't bring in the catch on the force play. And now let's see. Both of these coaches are going to be fighting a lot when we talk about the pitch count. And I think maybe we're seeing that here out of Aiden Wickman. But we'll see. Cody Wickman can't pitch today because of the pitch count. So he'll be ready to go if RTR would win on Thursday. But for both of these teams, you have to win 2 on Thursday. So you have to have enough pitching to not only get through tonight, but to give yourself a chance to win on Thursday night. So it'll be interesting to see as we go along here how much the coaches let the pitchers who pitch tonight go. I'm going to guess 50 is going to be the cutoff line for most. Abe Paulzine will step in with runners at second and third and 1 out. Here's the pitch inside, taken for a ball. One and 0 the count. Runners at first and second with that one down. Here's a pitch called a strike on the outside corner. 1-1. Wickman's going to mix it up. A lot of curveballs. Change-ups. Looks back at second. Now Paulzine will squirt one off the plate, but it'll be foul. 1-2. Aiden Wickman. Blake Christensen hustling after the foul ball. One down. Rebels looking for a base hit here to score a run, get within 1. 1-2. Wickman will deliver inside. It's 2-2. Wickman does not waste time. Here's the pitch in the dirt, and there's going to be strike 3. And there's 2 outs. Here in the top half of the third. Jaden Deacon grounded out to short in his first at-bat. Looking to keep the inning going here. Look back at Benda, and here's a check swing. It's going to be a roller out to short. Cody Wickman picks it up, fires it across for the out, and the Rebels are going to strand 2 as we head to the bottom half of the third with the Rebels down 3-1.
New carpet. Jim Voges here from Jim's Carpet Outlet. Whether you have a special event coming up in your home or you just want to spruce things up, visit us on Maple Avenue in Slayton for a great selection of carpet, linoleum, plus wood and vinyl tile. We buy direct and pass the savings on to you. So whether it's one room, a floor, or your entire home, we're ready. Stop by at your convenience weekdays or by appointment at Jim's Carpet Outlet on Maple Avenue in Slayton. Call anytime for that new carpet feel. 360-7266.
At Midwest Bank, we know our customers appreciate time-saving technology that also includes superior services. With our new interactive teller machines at many of our locations, this is just what you get. ITMs are up and running at many of our branch locations around Minnesota and South Dakota. They include all the transactions of a typical ATM. But unlike an ATM, an ITM uses to connect you with a live teller so you can get even more done. Check out our website for available locations and expanded hours and services available with Midwest Bank ITM. MidwestBank.com. Doers welcome. Member FD. Welcome back to Irish Yard 3-1. The Rebels. One hit, one error on the Knights, but the Rebels strand two, but Hayden Gravely with the play of the day so far, the diving catch, the center fielder sprinting all the way over into deep left center, and he lays out and pulls away what would have been an extra base hit. From the Murray County Central Rebels, Derek Kleiss. That'll bring Cody Wickman to the plate. Wickman singled and drove in a run back in the first inning. Singled right back up the middle. Little fly ball. And the pitch is outside for a ball. And it's 1-0. Paul Zine. He'll go inside, and it's called strike. The umpire made the call, didn't have to appeal down, so a called strike on the inside corner. 1-1. Paul Zine outside this time, and it's down low. 2-1 the count, bottom of the third. Here's a curveball down the middle for a strike, and it's 2-2. So Paul Zine in 4 pitches has been inside corner, outside corner, down the middle. See if he can get the out here on the 2-2 pitch. It's outside, and it's chopped over towards second base. DeGrief will get there, and he throws him out 4-3 on a bang-bang play at first. So Wickman is retired 4-3 on the 2-2 pitch. That'll bring up Blake Christensen, who tripled the right center in his first at-bat. And that was a crush shot into deep right center field. Drove in a run. Paul Zine outside, swinging a miss, and it's 0-1. Pitch number 2, fly ball out of play to the right. Everybody points, yells heads up. And the ones yelling and pointing and everybody else has got their heads down, tucked up underneath their arms, can't see anything. 0-2 the count. 1 down. Here in the third, and a swing and a miss. Christensen will strike out. And that's quickly 2 outs for the RTR Knights here in the third. Gravely struck out looking in his first at-bat. But he's coming off the defensive play of the day. He'll foul one off to the right on the outside pitch. And it's 0-1. Rabley came into the day batting .333. Pitch down the middle. Taken for a strike, and it's 0-2. Boy, Paul Zine around the plate. Here in the third, getting 2 quick outs. Can he get a third? Yes, he will. A swing and a miss will end the bottom half of the third inning. We go to the fourth with Maury County Central down by 2. Many men don't visit their healthcare provider nearly as often as they should. Regular screenings and checkups can help you detect serious health issues early and feel your best at every stage of life. Put your mind at ease so you can spend more time enjoying what you love. Call 836-6153 today to schedule a clinic appointment at the Maury County Medical Center. That's 836-6153. Maury County Medical Center, compassionate and exceptional health care.
The road to retirement isn't a straight path, but if you plan ahead, Investors Choice Financial Services can help you avoid the detours along the way. Call today at 1-800-472-6495 to schedule an appointment with financial advisor Carla Gedke to start planning for your retirement today.
Securities through American Portfolios Financial Services, a registered broker-dealer, member FINRA, SIPC. Investors Choice Financial Services is independent of American Portfolios. ChristiansenBroadcasting.com, your coverage of Section 3A baseball. The elimination game between the Maury County Central Rebels and the RTR Knights. The winner goes on to the section final. The winner goes home. These two teams played in this game a year ago. RTR got the victory, went on to play McRae. Here's Aiden Wickman. He'll throw inside, and again he hits Connor DeGree for the second time today. This time off the front leg. So DeGrief has seen 2 pitches, and they've hit him both times. Dylan Kleiss popped out to short in foul territory down the third baseline, and Kleiss will swing through an inside pitch for a ball. Well, it's a strike. It would have been a ball. Kleiss off balance, falling away as he took the cut. Right on that inside of the plate. Here's a ground ball to short, could be 2. The flip over to short and across the diamond, and it's going to be a 4-6-3 double play. Daigle to Wickman and across to Christensen, and the Rebels have 2 outs. Beautiful turn at short by Daigle for the double play. That'll bring Cruz Schneider to the plate. Popped out to third in his first at bat. Didn't hit it hard, just slow liner. Pitch outside. Swing and a miss by Schneider. And those are the pitches the Rebels can't swing it. You see that first pitch off speed, just let it go. Now it's 0-2 to Schneider. As you swing at one poorly with Aiden Wickman on the mound, you're going to see another. Tanner Graffatino on deck. Schneider behind 0-2. Here's the pitch in the dirt, and that's going to be strike 3. Christensen pants Schneider on the back as he runs down to first. And we go to the bottom of 4 with Maury County Central down 3-1. Enjoy your summer, and we'll see you back next fall. Congratulations to Rachel Husso and Ellie Meyer for qualifying for state golf, and Amanda and Ashley Overgau for state track. Good luck to the Maury County Central Rebel baseball team as they continue their push in this playoff run. Have a great summer. Find out more at mcc.mntm.org.
Millions upon millions of safe miles have been traveled by Ludoff Brothers in Slayton. Whether their full bus service is transporting children to school, fans to sporting events, church, or youth group trips to major sporting games, Ludoff Brothers provides safe, dependable transportation at affordable rates. Serving the Slayton School District, Ludoff Brothers is happy to be part of all high school sports and scholastic activities. To charter a bus, call Ludoff Brothers in Slayton, 836-6750.
Back at Irish Yard, 3-1 our score. RTR on top as we go to the bottom half of the 4th inning. All the runs came in the first. Maury County Central got 1. RTR followed it up with 3. We've been scoreless since. Tyler Wickman will step to the plate for the Knights. the third baseman, batting .289 on the season. Singled and drove in a run in his first at-bat. Paul Zine into the wind. And a foul ball a fly ball out into left field. Ranging over is Tanner Graffentine. He'll make the grab. And one pitch, one out. For Abe Paulzine and the Rebels, Tyler Wickman flies out to left. Isaac Daigle will step to the plate. He struck out looking in his first at-bat. Daigle coming off a nice turn of the double play. Last inning by the Knights. Starts it at second base over to Cody Wickman at short at second. Then on to first. Here's a foul ball back to the screen. It's 0-1. Fast-moving game so far, but you get to this time of the season, you're going to see good pitchers. Usually good pitching wins out, and so far, seen two pitchers throwing well, but the Knights leading. Pitch outside, 1-1. Again, that first inning, each team with a triple, both hit hard. The three singles by the Knights, not necessarily hit hard, but hit in the right spot. Here's a swing, back to the screen. Daigle falls behind 1-2. On deck for the Knights, Eli Detterman, the left fielder. Paul Zine. Curveball on the outside, a swing and a miss. Benda hangs on to it, and there's two down. So Paul Zine working quick. Eli Detterman flew out to left field. Detterman came into today batting .130 as an RBI, 3 hits. One of the youngsters for this team. Detterman, son of Chris Detterman, former Murray County Central quarterback. Led the Rebels to the state tournament. Here's a ground ball out towards second. Connor DeGrief will pick it up. Flips it over to first, and that'll end the inning. 1-2-3 as we go to the fifth here at ChristiansenBroadcasting.com. And is experienced in a wide variety of eye care services, including routine exams, contact lenses, and many eye diseases. Make your appointment today at 836-6784. That's 836-6784. Make sure everything you see is clear with Clear Eye Care of Slayton.
Rooted in the community, Hospice of Murray County provides end-of-life care with an emphasis on pain management and symptom relief. The staff at Hospice of Murray County exceeds expectations of most 24-hour care facilities and home hospice care. Let Hospice of Murray County walk this journey with you. If you would like more information about hospice, please contact us at 507-836-8114. That's 836-8114.
We come to the top half of the fifth inning with Murray County Central down 3-1. This is the Rebels taking a look down in the on-deck circle. So the Knights huddle up on the mound, and we're going to have a substitution, at least in the batting order, as Aiden Dirks is going to come in and hit for Tanner Graffentine. Aiden Dirks on the season, batting .364, 8 singles, 10 RBIs, stolen a base, had a single on Saturday and 2 RBIs, and he'll take a pitch outside. Whoa, they called it a strike. Second pitch, even further outside, 1-1. Dirks and Wickman and Paulzine have battled in the pitcher's duel since the first inning, and now 2-1. Rebel fans grumbling. It should be 3-0 right now. We've seen the expanding outside corner. Now the pitch in the dirt. And they're going to call the strike on the check swing at home plate. So 2-2. Pitch was in the dirt. Aiden Wickman will deliver, and that's right down. Well, they're going to say high. Full count. Wasn't quite as bad as earlier when one of the Rebels started sprinting back to the dugout, and then the ball was called. Here's a pitch down low, and he gets past Christensen. Dirks will run down to second on the walk. So the walk for Aiden Dirks. What's odd for the Rebels is they have had the leadoff hitter on in each of the last 3 innings. Dirks checks out, Graffentine back in. So Graffentine back in to run. Dirks will get a high five from his coach. He's done for the day. Carter Benda singled to left in his last at-bat. Here's a pickoff throw over towards Graffentine, who's back. Plenty of time. 3-1 RTR on top. All the runs scored in the first inning. Here's the pitch, and it's going to be a hard ground ball. Will go into right field. Graffentine's going to round it. He's going to come to third. Here's the throw all the way across a high hop, and it's going to be a safe call on Graffentine. Carter Bendis staying at first base, so a single to right. Just got it by the defense of Christensen. Graffentine gets to third. That was a terrific throw from right field. That'll bring Derek Kleiss to the plate. Kleiss tripled in his first at-bat. He hit a shot in his second to left field, and Hayden Gravely with the diving catch. Here's Benda off on the pitch, and he'll steal second. The pitch at the plate is called a strike. So 0-1 the count. We have no down. Base hit for the Rebels likely tie the game. Pitch outside, and it's 1-1. Derek Kleiss was 5 of 6 batting on Saturday. Pitch outside corner, and it's called a ball. So from the angle we have a terrific view of inside outside. What we don't have the greatest one is when it's down low. Here's Kleiss into center field. Ranging over is Gravely. He'll make the catch. Both Benda and Graffentine will tag and score, does Graffentine. So the sac fly and the RBI for Kleiss. Benda goes all the way to third. And that brings Christian Tenneger to the plate with 1 out. So the Rebels down 1, 3-2. And the Knights are going to walk Christian Tenneger intentionally. That'll bring Abe Paulzine to the plate. Well, the thing is, in this game, you walk a guy batting .567 to face a guy batting .388. So it's not like it gets that much easier. Coach Fredrickson's going to come out, and Aiden Wickman has probably thrown his last pitch today, and he's thrown well. The conversation going on. Well, check that. Boy, Coach Fredrickson gave him the fist bump and everything, but Aiden Wickman's going to stay on the hill. So 1 out. Runners at first and third. Christian Tenneger, how many stolen bases, you ask? Well, the big first baseman has 3 stolen bases on the year. He was caught 0 times. With the runner at third, you have to think he's probably going to be up. Here's the pickoff throw over to first. It's going to be late. Christensen back in plenty of time. Carter Benda at third. Abe Paulzine is struck out and walked. In his 2 at-bats, he'll show bunt. He'll pull back and he takes his strike. And Tenniger will steal second. So 0-1 the count. Here's Wickman, fouled back by Paulzine. 0-2, still 1 out. Wickman has really pitched Paulzine tough. Paulzine got ahead of the count in the first and drew the 3-1 walk. What struck him out on 4 pitches back in the second, now is ahead here 0-2. And now Paulzine will hit it out to third. Great grab there on the throw across, but the Rebels have tied the game. 3-3 to score. Paulzine will pick up the RBI on the 6-3 scoring play. Cody Wickman with that long throw. He can't pitch today, but he can show off that arm. That'll bring Jaden Deacon to the plate with 2 outs. Tenniger remains at second. Jaden Deacon is grounded to short twice. Aiden Wickman will deliver for a ball down low, and it's 1-0. So the Rebels, a walk, a single, a couple of fly outs, and here's a pop fly down the over by the RTR dugout. And out of play, 1-1. Like to give a shout out to the RTR fans sitting down that way. I mean, they looked like they wanted to catch it, but then when it got close enough, they bailed. 1-1. Daigle standing on second. Here's the pitch. Up high for a ball, and it's 2-1. We're in the top half of the 5th inning. The Rebels have tied it up. Runner still at second. And now Deacon will hit it over, picked up by Wickman, and the ball is dropped at first. Tyler Wickman's throw from third offline by a little. That'll be the second error of the inning, or excuse me, the second error on the Knights. Rebels yet to have an error. Runners go to first and third now. And the Rebels are going to try to make things interesting with Jaden Deacon on first base. He's going to get a huge lead. Here's the pickoff. Tenniger's got to go. Here's the throw. Tenniger hesitates. Jaden Deacon still leading out. Now Tenniger breaks to the plate. And it's going to score a run and then an errant throw. Deacon's going to head to third. And the long pickoff play works for the Rebels. It's a design pickoff play where Jaden Deacon is trying to get caught in a hot box between first and second. Christian Tenniger is going to go on the throw from second, or when the ball is thrown to second. It took a long time for that throw to come, but he got down the line and then the errant throw. So an error on the play as well on the throwouts. Jaden Deacon not only to go to second, but he goes to third, and the Rebels take the lead 4-3. Pitch inside to Connor DeGrief, and Connor DeGrief's like, I don't even get a bruise this time. He's been hit in both of his at-bats, but it's 2-0. So the Rebels work the long lead with 2 outs here in the 5th, and they score a run, and it might lead to another if DeGrief could get a base hit. He'll swing through the high fastball, and it's 2-1. Here's Aiden Wickman. Pitch outside, and it's a ball. 3-1. That time, Blake Christensen, the catcher, he tried to frame that pitch. I think if he just catches it, he might get a call. But his movement of the hand, and here's DeGrief hitting a foul ball out of play, and it's a full count. But Christensen moving that glove just as little bit as he did was probably enough for the umpire to say, that's outside. Or we've seen that pitch called for a strike quite often. 4-3, Murray County Central with 3 runs on the top half of the third. There's 2 outs. Jaden Deacon at third. Aiden Wickman will throw, and it's ball 4. Aiden Wickman was halfway to the dugout. So 2 outs, runners at first and third. Dylan Kleiss comes to the plate. Crew Schneider on deck. Does Connor DeGrief take off with a runner at third? He will. Kleiss fakes the bunt. He'll take the strike. And that fake bunt was merely to distract Christensen, though looking at the infielders for the Knights, they weren't covering second anyway. They're going to give up the stolen base. But it's 0-1 to Kleiss. Now with 2 runners in scoring position. Kleiss will chop this one off the foot. Christensen will pick it up and step on third. And that's going to end the inning, but Murray County Central gets 3. And they lead by 1 as we go to the bottom half of the 5th.
Unity, Curry State Bank is proud to be a sponsor of the Murray County Central Sports Program. Just like the Rebels, we work hard every day in order to be the best we can possibly be, providing experienced and friendly staff to serve you and offering an array of financial products to meet your needs. Curry State Bank, a proud sponsor of Rebel Sports, working hard to win your trust and confidence. Member FDIC and an equal opportunity lender.
Banquets, meetings, reunions, receptions, auctions, dinners. Hadley Community Center is the perfect place for your get-together. Talk to Myron Bennett at 836-6942. Seating for 300, a modern kitchen. Open, flexible, unobstructed space for dances and displays. Comes complete with access to bar. 836-6942, the number to call for your meeting, banquet, sale, or reception at the Hadley Community Center in downtown Hadley.
Back at Irish Yard, the Murray County Central Rebels rally for 3 in the 5th on just 1 hit. Couple of errors on the Knights. One of those leads directly to a run. The other one advancing a runner. Unfortunately, the Rebels strand 2 at second and third. Leading things off for the RTR Knights, Braden Apple, the left fielder, struck out in his first at-bat. The Rebels bring Abe Paulzine back out, and see by the looks of it in the 5th inning. We don't have the pitch counts here, I don't believe. At least not right up by us, but I can tell you this. Sure looks like the coaches are going to go with these 2 guys the entire way if they can at this point. Because you get to 75 pitches, you got a couple of days off, and that means you're missing Thursday anyway. Here's a delivery by Paulzine inside, and it's 2-0. Apple, Aiden Wickman, and Chase Christensen due up for the Knights, with the Rebels bouncing back for 3 runs here in the 5th. Here's a pitch down the middle, and it's ball 3. Down low in the zone. This is Abe Paulzine's 3rd consecutive start in ball 4. Go back to last Thursday, he got the start against Central Minnesota Christian. And through 4 innings, threw 50 pitches, and they got him out of the contest so he could be available for Saturday. Well, on Saturday, he threw 50 pitches. They got him out. So that he was able to play today. Long pause as Coach Paul Counter is going to hop up out of the dugout. So maybe we just got to 50 pitches. Then again, I was wrong the last time, so. We'll see what Coach Counter does here. Derek Kleiss has been out of the bullpen the last 3 games for the Rebels. Pitched against Edgerton Southwest Christian, Central Minnesota Christian, then through on Saturday. And Paul Zine is going to come off, and Derek Kleiss will check in while he gets warmed up. We'll take a quick break and be back after this on ChristiansenBroadcasting.com.
Sprunk Seed Farm of Edgerton. As we continue to grow the seed processing side of our business, we have partnered with multiple companies to provide seed conditioning for them, meaning we need more growers to meet our seed demand. So now would be a great time to meet with us to see if this opportunity to earn premiums could fit your farming operation next year. So give us a call at 442-5334. That's 507-442-5334. Or stop by Sprunk Seed Farm of Edgerton and find out if joining our seed grower team can benefit you.
Tim's Plumbing and Heating is proud to be part of the Murray County community and Murray County Central Schools. Tim's Plumbing and Heating will take care of all of your heating and cooling needs. It's like a good sports team. You want balance. You deserve to be comfortable all year long, no matter if it's 90 degrees or 0 degrees. Call Tim's Plumbing and Heating today, 507-227-1361. That's 507-227-1361. So we're in the bottom of the 5th inning with no outs, a runner at first base for the RTR Knights. It's Braden Apple. Drew the walk. That'll bring Aiden Wickman, Chase Christensen coming to the plate to face Derek Kleiss. Kleiss for Murray County Central has thrown 25 in the 3rd innings this season. As the first pitch is a ball. Kleiss does have a couple of losses earlier in the season. 44 strikeouts. Pickoff throw over to first base. Little light. Kleiss has allowed 9 hits and 10 runs on the year. Again, he missed a bunch of the season pitching-wise due to an injured shoulder. As he'll throw ball 2 here. Aiden Wickman, 2 for 2, a double and a single in the contest. Here's the pitch inside, taken for a ball, and it's 3-0. Well, the Rebels just regained the lead, 4-3. Last thing you want to do is start putting a bunch of runners on base. Here's the pickoff over to Apple, and he's back. Well, Apple just about took his hand off the base as he was getting up. Tanniger kept the glove on him. But 3-0 to Aiden Wickman. See the Knights turn a double play earlier. He'll take ball 4 here up high. Now it's first and second base with nobody down here in the 5th. And the Rebels score 3 runs in the top half of the 5th. Only had 1 hit. Took advantage of some walks, a couple of errors. Now 2 straight walks, and the runners are off on the bunt. It's fouled towards first base, but Apple took off and was looking to steal third on the bunt. So 0-1 the count. Christensen 0 for 2, a fly to right and a strikeout. He'll square up to bunt. Rebels go with the pickoff play to second, but Apple back with the dive. I think he just got, I think he took some commands from Coach Fredrickson at third. Here's the pitch outside, and it was offered at, and it's 0-2. Christensen reached across the plate for that one that was well outside. That's a sacrifice bunt. You just got to pull it back, wait for the next one. 0-2 the count. Big spot here for Kleiss, looking for a strikeout. Here's the delivery, and there's a swing and a miss, and he gets it. First out of the inning on the strikeout by Chase Christensen, his 2nd of the game. And that brings Cody Wickman to the plate. He singled with an RBI in the first. He would later come around to score, and he grounded out to second to Connor DeGrief. Played a nice game at short so far. Now looking for a big base hit here. Here's a fly ball out down the right field line. Tenniger in pursuit. This is going to be a fair ball, and it's going to be in there. Dylan Kleiss will run the ball into the infield. It was a high pop down the first baseline. Tenniger was in pursuit, but Dylan Kleiss was a long ways away. Tenniger, I think, ended up having the ball. I'm not sure. It might have hit his glove or hit him in the back. He was kind of all twisted up and was running, obviously, back to the infield. It'll be a single. So 2 walks and a single, 1 out, bases loaded. Blake Christensen to the plate. A triple and a strikeout. And he'll take a strike on the inside corner. Nice pitch by Kleiss to get ahead, 0-1. In a spot where you need a strikeout or an infield pop fly. Here's the pitch, and here's going to be a high fly to center, and it's fairly deep. Jaden Deacon will go back. He'll make the catch. That'll score the game-tying run. So a sacrifice fly to center by Blake Christensen for an RBI. Apple comes around to score. Aiden Wickman will go to third. Cody Wickman forced to stay at second. So 4-4 our score. We're tied up. At the plate for the Knights, Hayden Gravely. 2 strikeouts. 1 swinging, 1 looking. And it's not gonna hit him back to the backstop. And there's gonna be the game leading score on the pass ball or wild pitch. Take your pick. Cody Wickman will go to second on the play, and the Knights reclaim the lead. So 5-4 the score, 1-0 count. Check that 1-1 count. That was swing and a miss. Oh, actually fouled back to the backstop. Hayden Gravely, beautiful diving catch. So 1-1 the count. 2 down. Pitch outside corner, taken for a strike, and it's 1-2. So the Rebels get 3 to take the lead in the top half of the 5th. The Knights come back with 2 to reclaim the lead by just 1. Runner at second. Gravely, chance to score him with a base hit, and it's a swing and a miss instead. Nice pitch by Kleiss, and we're going to head to the top of the 6th inning with the Murray County Central Rebels trailing by 1 here at Irish Yard.
Point Pharmacy, and I want to let you know exactly what we mean when we say let's build better health together. The GuidePoint team of experienced pharmacists and technicians see ourselves as an extension of your family doctor and an advocate for your health. We want to get to know you and help you live healthfully. From medication therapy management and blood pressure screenings to administering vaccines and filling prescriptions, your health is our priority. We're conveniently located next to the Murray County Medical Center in Slayton and offer a drive-up window and delivery service. It's never convenient to not feel well, so let's build better health together at GuidePoint Pharmacy in Slayton.
Are you looking for marketing ideas for your grain? Chandler Feed has 75 years of experience to help you market your grain in an ever-changing marketplace. Chandler Feed manufactures feed for all livestock operations with only the highest quality ingredients and service. Looking for corn, alfalfa, or cover crop seeds? Ask about our Byron seed lineup. Check us out on Facebook or chandlerfeed.com. Chandler Feed, feeding your needs since 1946.
So we come back to Irish Yard, Murray County Central trailing 5-4. Rebels. We'll have Cruz Schneider, Tanner Graffentine, and Carter Benda at the plate. So Cruz Schneider will lead things off. He's popped a third and struck out so far in his 2 at-bats today. His last at-bat, the strikeout. It was not a good at-bat, to say the least. He'll take a ball here. The at-bat by Schneider in the 4th. He swung at a pitch well out of the zone, and then then Aiden Wickman toyed with him with that curveball a couple more times. Here Schneider swings, pops one down the third base line out of play, and it's 1-2. So Wickman getting out in front here against the 8th grader. Wickman into the wind. Schneider will pop this one up towards short. Cordy Wickman is going on, or he'll make the catch. And it's the first out of the inning for the Maury County Central Rebels as Schneider pops to short. That'll bring Tanner Graffentine to the plate. He was pinch hit for by Aiden Dirks last inning. Dirks drew a walk. Graffentine checked back in. Would come around to score the first of 3 runs by the Rebels. Here's Wickman up high for a ball, and it's 1-0. Rebels 1 run in the first, 3 in the 5th. Pitch for a strike. On that outside corner, 1-1. Wickman again into the wide. Graffentine will hit a foul ball over to the right side, beyond the dugout. 1-2. Tanner Graffentine. Want to try to keep yourself alive here. Find some way to get on base with the top of the order coming up. Here's a pitch outside, 2-2. Chances are more up than outside. Wickman will throw inside. There's a check swing, and it's called strike 3. Good pitch by Wickman, and for Graffentine, he didn't do a lot, but it was enough. Only thing that surprises me is the home plate ump didn't look down to first for help. Here's Carter Benda. Benda, 2 singles and a ground out to short. And he gets out of the way. And the count goes to 2-0. Here's a pitch out. Oh my goodness, that's called a strike. 2-1. I shouldn't be surprised at this point, but I am on some. 2-1 the count to Benda. He'll take this one up high. It's 3-1. Derek Kleiss on deck for the Rebels. If Benda reaches. And he'll swing and miss. Full count. Two out here in the 6th. Aiden Wickman. He'll strike out Benda on the full count pitch, and we're going to go to the bottom of the 6th with the RTR Knights leading by 1.
Certified, they should be. ASE certified mechanics have a passion for what they do. They're trained, tested, and certified. That's who should be working on your vehicle. Carlson's Northside Service in Slayton has ASE certified mechanics. Alignments, oil changes, tire repair, engine problems, or anything under the hood, including someone who will fill the tank for you. Make sure your mechanic is ASE certified. Carlson's Northside Service of Slayton, at the intersection of Highway 30 and Maple Avenue. ASE is more than a patch to Carlson's, it's a passion.
Chandler Co-op is part of our local community, providing agricultural services with locations in Lake Wilson and Edgerton, convenience stores in Slayton, Lake Wilson, and Edgerton, and car troll stations for 24-hour fuel service. When you are making your way through the area to one of our local sporting events, make a stop for a fill-up or a snack at Chandler Co-op locations near you. Chandler Co-op, a proud sports booster. Welcome back to Irish Yard. We go to the bottom half of the sixth with the RTR Knights on top 5-4. Rebels go 1-2-3 in the top half. We'll see what Derek Kleiss can do to the RTR Knights. Here on the bottom of the sixth. Seems like when the Rebels have scored, the Knights have answered. We played 5 full, and in the innings where the Rebels have run, so does RTR. Benda, who struck out in his last at bat, we're waiting for him to come back out as he puts on his catcher's gear. Key plays in this game both ways. Hayden Gravely, a diving catch out in left center field. That was to open the Murray County Central. Actually, that was the second batter of the inning. In the third inning, Rebels ended up stranding runners at first and second. Derek Kleiss would have drove in a run with that base hit, most likely, because it was, if he doesn't catch it, it's to the fence. I mean, that was a shot. Rebels did not score that inning. Second big play was the pass ball last inning. We were tied, and the pass ball allowed a run to score. Pitch outside, and it's 1-0. As Kleiss falls behind Tyler Wickman. Wickman is 1 for 2 with an RBI. Had a single back in the first inning, flew to left. And he'll hit a foul ball out of play. Down that left field line, it's 1-1. So when your young third baseman can come into a big game like this, first at bat, gets an RBI base hit. We'll take the ball here in 2-1. Just 3 hits for the Rebels with 4 runs. The Knights, 5 runs, 6 hits. They do have 3 errors. Now the swing and a miss by Wickman. Here's Kleiss again to deliver. Whistled foul. And it's 2-2. Kleiss 81 miles per hour on that fastball. In the winner of this game, we'll get YME Thursday. The section final pitch inside for a ball. And it's a full count. First batter here at the bottom of the sixth inning. Kleiss will throw. Ground ball to first, picked up by Tenniger. He'll tap the base for the out. And it's 1 down. Alex Daigle helped turn a double play for the Knights tonight, but at the plate over 2 with 2 strikeouts. Came into the game batting .373. Right-handed second baseman stands in. He'll swing at a high fastball and miss. 0-1. There's not too, I mean, you're going to have to be a little bit lucky or have it well timed to hit a Kleiss high fastball, and he's hitting the low 80s. 0-2 the count. He blows 1, then 2 by him. Derek Kleiss looks in. The senior delivers, and he takes a few miles per hour off it. He'll get the strikeout, and it's 2 down. Eli Detterman. Oh, check that. Drew Chandler will step to the plate, batting .389 on the season. He'll pinch hit for Detterman. 10 singles, 4 doubles. Does have 6 RBIs. Total of 14 hits. So Chandler will step in. Drew Chandler on the season. Played in 12 games. This is 36 at-bats. On-base percentage, just over 400. 2 outs here. And here's the curveball, and Chandler was taking a step out, but it stuck on the outside corner, and it's 0-1. Kleiss trying to get the 1-2-3 inning to get his team up in the top of the 7th, looking for a run to tie. Now Chandler will swing through the outside fastball. It's 0-2. Well off the plate that time. Here's Kleiss. Back outside for a ball. It's 1-2. Get in your head. 0-2, you don't want to throw a good one. Kleiss didn't miss by much. And there's the swing and the miss. Kleiss will get another strikeout, and that'll end the inning. We go to the top half of the 7th. Murray County Central looking for 1 to tie, 2 to take the lead.
Greener with a new John Deere mower from your local C&B Operations dealership. Big or small, let the experts at C&B help you find a mower or utility tractor that will help you get the job done right. Stop in and check out John Deere Z-Track mowers or take a load off with a new utility tractor with attachments available to help you with projects of all sizes. Go green at your local C&B Operations. Find your local store and learn more about available offers at DeereEquipment.com. That's DEER equipment.com.
Connecting knowledge to curious minds. Connecting family with the familiar. Connecting home office to in-office. Connecting 2 hearts in the palm of your hand. Be mobile, connecting our communities.
5-4 our score. It's the top half of the 7th. The Rebels need a run to stay in it. Derek Kleiss, Christian Tenniger, Abe Paulzine coming up for the Rebels. The heart of that order, 531, 567, 388. Kleiss will fly out to center on the first pitch. So 1 down. Here comes Christian Tenniger. So a conversation right now with the umpire in the RTR dugout. Not sure what that was about. Aiden Wickman is throwing well here tonight. Rebels have had some chances, but just runs in the 1st and the 5th. Just 3 hits. Tenniger will take the pitch for a strike on the outside corner. Again, off-speed first pitch. Might as well let it go. Now this one up high, and it's 1-1. Tenniger today reached on an error, walked. He'll foul one down the right field line. He'll be well out of play, but it's 1-2. Abe Paulzine on deck. But Wickman has done a great job navigating the top of the order. Here's a pitch in the dirt and outside, a swing and a miss, and the Rebels are down to their final out. So Tenniger swings and misses. And that brings Abe Paulzine to the plate. Paulzine reached on a walk in the 1st, got as far as 2nd. Struck out and grounded to short. Jaden Deacon on deck. The Rebels are going to need to rally here. They want their season to continue. Pitch high and tight, taken for a ball. 1-0. Wickman into the wind. Paulzine will chop this one foul down third base side. 1-1. Again with Wickman throwing a lot of off-speed pitches. And the Rebels are out front. The Rebels' hardest hits or hardest driven balls is when they waited Tried to hit it back up the middle to right or to right center like Kleiss did that first at bat. Here's the pitch, fouled back over our heads, and it's quickly 1-2. The Rebels down to their last strike of the season. Abe Paulzine, his final at bat on Saturday, hit one off the Irish yard sign in left center. Right now, he would take one anywhere. That gets him to first base. Here's Aiden Wickman into the wind. He'll throw high and tight, and it's 2-2. If I was a betting man, you throw that high, tight fastball. Your next pitch is a curveball outside. Try to get Paulzine ahead of the pitch. And it is outside, and it's down low, and it's a full count. 3-2 the count to Abe Paulzine. Aiden Wickman. A line pitch down low, it's ball 4. So the Rebels will get a base runner. And I would think the Rebels will use a pinch runner here. I don't see a signal. Yeah, it looks like they'll let Paulzine run. Thought maybe they would go to the bench and bring in Teague Meyer, who's courtesy ran, but he hasn't pinch ran. Here's a ball in the dirt for a ball to Jaden Deacon. 1-0 the count. Jaden Deacon grounded out to short twice and reached on an error. As he'll take a strike here, it's 1-1. Check that. Down the first baseline, pitch outside, it's back to the backstop. The Rebels catch a break as Paulzine will move ahead with 2 outs. A 2-1 count, now a base hit to the outfield. Would likely tie the game for MCC, though RTR's outfielders have shown strong arms here in the contest. Here's the pitch. Jaden Deacon will swing and miss, and it's 2-2. Jaden Deacon helped the Rebels score a run in the 5th with that walking lead. It ended up in a run and an error and was stranded at third base. 2-2 the count. Wickman will deliver outside, another pass ball. It's coming back here to the left, and Abe Paulzine now is 90 feet away. (3-2) count on the ball. You can't afford to have another pass ball here, especially that one where it's off the glove and then high into the air back to the backstop. Deacon will foul this one right up by us. Simon caught it. This game has flown along. Top half of the 7th, 2 outs, full count to Jaden Deacon. Rebels with a runner at third base looking to tie this game. Aiden Wickman trying to get his team back to the section final. Here's the pitch, and it's hit high. It's in play. Blake Christensen ranges over, and he'll make the catch to end the game. The RTR Knights beat the Murray County Central Rebels 5-4. And the game ends with a pop out to Blake Christensen, the catcher. What a highly competitive game between two good baseball teams. But the RTR Knights will end the Murray County Central Rebels season here at Irish Yard. It's time for your postgame show.
The right mixture for the proper strength seems like a big job, doesn't it? For that reason alone, you need to get your ready-mix concrete from a trusted source. Buffalo Ridge Concrete is so trusted and relied on so often, they set up shop in 12 towns to assure you of prompt delivery when you're ready. With all their trucks, there's no waiting on big jobs, and on smaller projects, you'll still get that on-time delivery. Call Buffalo Ridge Concrete at 507-247-5575 for all of your concrete needs.